Hey, welcome to this edition of Trident Talks featuring Mortgage Training 101. I am Greg Makos, loan originator and closing team lead here with Trident Home Loans, alongside my good friend and college buddy Jonathan Bell, known to many by JB. Pricing guru, processor here for the last couple years. JB, tell us a little bit about your time here with Trident.
I started here November of 2019. I actually came here on board without any mortgage experience. I welcomed the challenge. I was always interested in the field, so I pretty much dove right into processing. I was doing refis. That's kind of in the middle of the refi boom that was going on.
Big time.
Had,
Big time.
had a large learning curve very quickly. Eventually, that led to doing purchases. And now it's grown into lock desk, some team lead, and various other items. And I've enjoyed the learning. There's always more to learn. This is an ever-changing field. But I've enjoyed my time here and hope to keep learning.
Absolutely. Well, certainly a need for you right now. The rates up and down, and a lot of changes from day to day. And as we head into 2023, a lot of people are setting their New Year's resolutions, myself included. One of the big ones is focused on personal health and kind of getting back in the gym. So, kind of inspired this Mortgage Training 101 and felt like we needed to take it in that direction. So, regardless of what your resolution is, there's a number of different things that you need to focus on in order to make sure that that's a successful one. First being preparation, second being planning, communication, and execution. So, with that being said, just maybe kick us off on what it takes to kind of get prepared when you're looking to get a pre-approval and dive into the mortgage process.
Sure. So preparation is always a big key in most anything you do. Whether, like I said, we mentioned training, maybe you're working out, you want to be prepared going into it. You want to make sure you're not getting yourself hurt. Prepare ways to achieve your goals. So preparation for mortgage is key. You want to have an idea of where you stand with debt to income. A credit score is a very important thing.
What I wanted to bounce off that kind of planning goes along with preparation, right? So some of the key things we want to tell borrowers to plan for is to have their documents ready, right? So kind of a general rule of thumb on what documents you're going to need. You're going to need a copy of your state issued driver's license or ID, social security card copies, to make sure to have those available for your processor. You're going to want your last two pay stubs for your employer so we can verify your employment. Last two bank statements to verify your assets, and the last two W-2s and tax returns as well. And depending on what loan type you might be using or what program you're going to be using, undoubtedly you're going to be there's going to be more information requested from you. So I think the key thing is to make sure that you're in communication with whomever you choose to work with and available to submit that information up front.
Yeah, communication is always key. Once you get lined up with an LO and you have a conversation with that LO, be upfront of what exactly you're trying to do. That way the LO can figure out, there's many loan product options out there. And that's the job of the LO, is to basically take the information given to them from the borrower and figure out what would be the best scenario. And, an LO can lay out multiple scenarios to that borrower and they can make that decision. They still have the options of shopping around, but it is extremely important to be very upfront about exactly what your goals are, what you're trying to do in order to make it a smoother process.
Yeah, availability is key. I do like to tell people to shop around. Obviously, it's something where we know we work with a lot of investors and we offer very competitive rates, but the ability for people to shop around is still important. Obviously, we want to earn your business, and we feel as though our customer service speaks for itself. But we also want to show those new first-time home buyers what we're about at Trident. So I think lastly, that kind of drives us into the execution part of the process. Once you've chosen someone that you want to work with, you're comfortable with, and you've shopped around, submitting your application to work towards getting that pre-approval. And once you have given the authority to do a credit check, you can have those further in-depth conversations with your loan originator regarding your credit score, regarding your debt to income ratio. Is there anything that you need to work on? and officially either receive your pre-approval or in some cases receive a denial. But even in those cases, you want to make sure to work with your loan originator hand in hand. They can give you some tips on what to work on.
Whether your resolution is getting back in shape, hitting the gym, buying a new home, remember it takes preparation, planning, communication, and execution. And also remember, everyone here at Trident is always available to answer any of your questions, and feel free to contact us at the links below.
I'm Greg Makos, along with Jonathan Bell. You can find us on TridentHomeLoans.com. We appreciate your time.